Don't be mad, I was born to do this, bro. Y'all know what it is from the intro. Hot to the end by starring in this show. I got that cock. What up? It's your boy King Vice Versa, man. Welcome to the Grind Ave podcast. Courtesy of King Vice Versa Entertainment. Also Boss Certified Entertainment. That's the label. You know, I'm coming to you. It's a new segment, man. We're working on a couple things for y'all. We got the sports, Who You Got series coming. The battle rap, Talk That Shit series coming, man. So stay tuned. We're trying to do a little bit more things with the channel. You know, bring some more things to you guys, man. Make sure you like, subscribe. Definitely comment, man. I love the debate. I love to go back and forth with my folks on any of these topics, man. So this one here, man, the first episode, I really wanted to hone in on Steve Harvey and Monique, man. You know, this is crazy. You know, I'm a fan of both. Definitely had a chance to meet both of them, man, when the Kings of Comedy came to the Twin Cities back in 2000. So I'm glad they was able to sit down, you know, build, even though they had to kind of agree to disagree. You know, it was still a good exchange, man, going on right here. So, you know, just going throughout the social media, I'm seeing you got some folks on one side, you know, they see where Steve coming from, but then you got folks who more or less thinking like Monique, you feel me? You know, it's more about integrity rather than that dollar, man. So I also got a piece on here, man, that I came across. It shows Steve kind of talking a little bit about, you know, where his values lie too, man. So we gonna jump into that on the second part of the segment, man. But without further ado, you know, let's go ahead, man. We gonna have to jump into this.
Oh, you have been a problem.
Well, Steve, okay.
What was it? Let's go.
You've
Let's
been
go.
a problem.
You started
already.
getting labeled as
Hold on.
difficult.
Yes.
Why do you believe that happened? And do you see that changing, and why?
I got labeled as difficult. My husband and my husband is Sydney, who happens to be my manager. We got labeled as difficult because I said one word, and that was no. Now, I said no to some very powerful people. I said no to Oprah Winfrey. I said no to Tyler Perry. I said no to Lee Daniels, and I said no to Lionsgate. And the difficulty came in when people that look like me, like Oprah, Tyler, Lee Daniels, and I gotta put my brother Steve on the list. Y'all knew.
You know, she made him accountable too, you know.
Each one of you said to me, Monique, you're not wrong. And when I heard you go on the air and you said, my sister done burnt too many bridges, and there's nothing I can do for her now. Steve, do you know how hurt I was?
But see, Mo, now let me give you
supposed
this.
to be a day one.
Because you and I had this conversation, I thought you went about it wrong. See, I felt that you had done yourself a disservice by the way you chose to go about it.
Tell me how I went about it.
I was cool with you with your deal with Netflix. I was cool with you. The two problems that we had. Number one, the boycott of Netflix.
Yes.
We never gave people a point of action. Okay, if we're gonna boycott, are we gonna not get subscriptions? Are we gonna turn it off? Are we gonna go down there and get signs? The second point, what was coming to me was, this problem that you had in Netflix is rich people problems. Because they looking at us going, you talking about you didn't get...
Now, see, that's a key piece right there, man. Because somebody else brought that up to me, too. Now, we got to understand, you know, Monique on a whole nother level. She's not a regular person. You feel me? So she got accolades. You know, she been in the game for a while. She got the Oscar. And my own, you know, my viewpoints on it is that, you know, they at least could have gave a little bit more than 500,000, man. That's, you know, I mean, to the regular people, yeah, that might look like a bag, but, you know, when you on that level, that platform, and you have some of the things that she done got award-wise and, you know what I'm saying, accolades, yeah, it's a little bit on the lower end of things, man. So I think that they could have came a little bit more. First, let me back up, because I think that being that she has been blackballed, you know what I'm saying, she got to be a little more realistic as well. You feel me? Like, I was surprised Netflix was even trying to, you know, really trying to mess with her on that. But you know, when they did come out with the offer, man, I felt like they could have been a little bit more generous with that. At least a 5-piece, at least $5 million or something, man. But let's jump back into this though.
Million, cool.
But when you say, Mo, it's the way you want about it. And I want to explain that, and I thank you for saying that. Inequality is devastating, and it's extreme. And when people say, Monique, you think calling a boycott was extreme? You damn right. But isn't inequality extreme? So we've got to get to a place where we're unafraid to say it out loud. What I would have loved, what I would have appreciated from my brother was had you picked up the phone before you went on the air and said, Monique, you've burned too many bridges and there's nothing I can do. See, I would have appreciated had my brother called me up and said, baby, let's talk. Because you doing that was a part of me being difficult.
But not before that, though.
Yes, baby.
Remember the moment on stage?
Oh, yes.
See, now that
right was a wonderful moment.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, my goodness.
No, it wasn't.
That was one of those moments.
See, no, it wasn't.
That Richard Pryor whispered in my ear and said, say it. You say it.
Richard
Because
Pryor did
I'm
not
tell
tell you to say that.
Yes, he did. Oh, baby. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Talk about Richard Pryor.
I do not regret, as I said on the Steve Harvey show, I do not regret one moment of that night on that stage.
No, in case you don't know, Mo told Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey, and Lee Daniels to suck her private parts.
Not my private parts.
Well, you said if I had one, I want them three to suck my private parts.
Yeah.
It wasn't private parts on stage. So now, then I went, oh, I quit breathing. I quit breathing for you.
I didn't.
What happened to you, Mo, was when you made that statement, the narrative got flipped. It wasn't about Netflix no more. It wasn't about Netflix no more. The attention was all off of where we needed to go. Huh?
That was before Netflix.
So good. So now when you bring up Netflix, it doesn't get no win, but you done just said this to these three people. And these three people, not because they're powerful, but because of who they've come. And what happens is, I told you.
But see, we seen with Lee Daniels, man, what he did with Dame and not want to pay my man's his $2 million, and Dame ended up running up on him for that. So, you know, he kind of showed himself a little bit too with that, man. So, you know, a lot of these Hollywood cats, man, who are the so-called gatekeepers, you feel me, man? A lot of these cats ain't right neither, you know. But they know since they in that little position, you know what I'm saying, they could push a few buttons or whatnot to make things happen. But, you know, let's keep going.
We can't cure darkness with more darkness.
What we can do is cure it with comedy. And what I'm not going to do, Steve, I'm never, ever going to waver from my comedy show on that stage. That's my gift, and that's my freedom. And what happens is when you allow people to start taking your freedom and your gift and making it become what makes them comfortable, we then lose. When you called me with the morning show on the phone, I said to you, Steve, I'm this. And y'all know I did nothing wrong. Y'all know my husband did nothing wrong. But none of y'all in real time, was strong enough to go publicly
talk to him
and say, we can't throw our sister under the bus.
Because, Mo, listen to me. We fighting two wars here.
What war?
There's two wars. It's what your issue is, and it's what...
Now, see, Steve about to, you know, this is how grandma used to come at cats. You feel me? You know, you gotta learn the game from the folks and then beat them at their own game. You hear me? This is pretty much the talk he about to give her. You know what I'm saying? Also, when you playing that game now, you can't be on both sides of the fence, especially with Hollywood, man. We done seen the story. We done heard the stories, man, about the games that they play. You feel me? But he really about to drop some jewels on her right here, man. That's why I said I'm hearing what Steve's saying, I'm hearing what Monique's saying, but I think it come down to where you stand as an individual, you know what I'm saying, where your values lie. You know, so break it down.
The perception of the issue is, and the narrative has changed.
See, I'm hearing what you're saying, baby, and I agree with it when the narrative changes. But if all of y'all said, This is the only issue I have with it, baby. When all of y'all said privately, to include Oprah, all of y'all said privately, I've done nothing wrong.
When you tell the truth, you have to deal with the repercussions of the truth. We black out here. We can't come out here and do it any kind of way we want to. Listen to me. Your husband can't be.
Now, what's crazy is, you know, I've been seeing cats, there's a couple little memes out there, a couple little clips they done took from Roots or something, where old boy was like, "Ooh, we can't be doing this no more." They was saying that Steve kind of sound like that. Basically, he up here sounding like a runaway slave, man. So it don't help he got that accent too. So, but you know, like I said, y'all tell me what y'all think, man. We gonna keep this going.
The Sydney that he really is out here.
Let me tell you something.
That flexing, we gotta flex a different way. We out here in a game. This the money game. This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game. This is the money game.
But
we in the money game. And you cannot sacrifice yourself. The best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them. You cannot help them.
We're in the money game. But let me tell you what the game is for the money game.
Couple quotables. He said, the best thing you could do for poor people is not be one of them. And you can look at that a couple different ways, but that's one of the bars he had throughout this whole exchange, man. Let's keep the party going. In the words of our beloved Bernie Mac, I want to say something.
Before the money game, it's called the integrity game. And we've lost the integrity worrying about the money.
But Mo,
wait a minute.
If I crumble, my children crumble, my grandchildren crumble. I cannot, for the sake of my integrity, stand up here and let everybody that's counting on me crumble so I can make a statement. There are ways to win the war in a different way. We got more right after this.
Well, see, you know, that like I said, that's something that some of the old heads would say, you know, there's ways to win the war, man. I know of a few cats who done sacrificed some of their integrity for that almighty dollar. Now, you know, I'm cut a little bit different, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, grandma was from the South, so I had a few other things that was just really just instilled on me when it came to the culture, man, and when it came to our people. And, you know, if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. You did. That's more or less what Monique is saying. Come on, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
I'm back here with my sister Monique, and we're getting real. Come on, so listen to me. Here is what I want you to understand.
He's not done.
About this whole thing.
Yes.
As we try to come through this, because what I want really is for you to come through, because I know who you really are. And so what I want you to do is come through this with a different way. Because you, Monique, you my girl. I love you like a sister. I hate what's happening to you. I hate what they're saying that's not true. But you didn't reach out, though. I want them to know that you are caring, that you're a great mother, that you're an incredible talent. I don't like the fact that you've been blackballed. You can be unblackballed. You too talented to have to worry about all this where the next one coming from. I want this to end for you. Well, I want it to end for you, Monique, because I love you. Because these people are doing it the wrong way, and you better than that. You are better than that. I probably should have called you as soon as, but I didn't. I got a lot of stuff going on, so I didn't. When I did call you, I listened to you. But I began telling you at the very beginning, I think we're going about this the wrong way. Now we keep saying stuff in the interim that keeps just making it worse. Hollywood know you talented.
But it's making it worse for who?
It's making it worse.
For who?
Okay, if you think it's cool, then it's cool.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's not cool, Mo. It's not cool.
For who?
The fact that we sitting here arguing like this.
We're not arguing.
Okay, we're discussing.
You and your sister, we having a conversation that mommy and daddy ain't here right now, and I'm getting ready to punch you in your mouth. That's the conversation.
See, Monique, she keeps it too real.
I think what happens, though, is I had to understand how to agree to disagree without being upset. And that's the thing. I disagree with my brother.
that's what
I'm not
grown
upset
folks
with
do.
you. I love you. I disagree with the way Oprah, Lee, and Tyler did it.
Cool.
But I love them.
I'll give you that. Now, guess what we need to do
What we need?
to move forward and fix this?
Come on.
These people owe you an apology. You owe those people an apology. Then we can move forward. Mo, listen to me. You are valuable to us all.
No, how y'all feel about that? You think she should apologize? I mean, you think you think they can look past the statements Monique done already made, the insults? I mean, I don't know. I know Tyler Perry already reached out to her at one point. Tyler, I think he, hollered at her. I think I heard a phone call or something like that a while back. Or he's trying to reach out to her, man, to get through to her. But, Monique is strong-willed, man. She's a strong sister, and she's solid in what she's feeling right now. So, like I said, you either gonna be on one side of the coin or the other, man. So let's go ahead and finish this out real quick.
You are valuable to Tyler Perry. You are valuable to Oprah, to Lee Daniels. We can't do this without talent. See, me and you, we talent. They can't do this without us. You take us out of Hollywood,
Facts.
They have to close some doors around here. It is not the same without us.
Yes.
You are too valuable. I don't want to lose your gift to the world.
You won't.
Because we trying to prove a point when we can prove the point by doing it in a more loving way. That's all I want, man.
I absolutely agree with you. 100%. The only way I know how to do it is loving, because that's all that's in my heart.
Okay.
Now, when I say it, you may not like how I say it.
But see, if it's in your heart,
Yes.
love sound like love.
Yes. Yes.
See, that's what. So,
Yes.
so if it don't sound like it when you say it,
See?
that's cause it ain't. So this one we gonna close out like this.
Real slick, like he said, love sound like love. So if it don't sound like it ain't no love, it's cause it ain't. So all that suck my, you know what? That didn't sound like love. That's what he's trying to say right now. So in the way, again, that's that old school kind of throwing that accountability right back on her. You feel me? But when the emotions is in the atmosphere, man, sometimes it can get the best of folks. Hopefully she could get past it, you feel me? You in the dig, but it's all about them and if they can forgive. Let's keep the party going.
I'm gonna try and arrange. I'm gonna do my best to get the conversations that need to be had between you and these people, so you can hear from them. I'm gonna then ask them would they say it publicly for the benefit of everybody, so you can get the release that you need. Then I'm gonna ask you to tell these people and apologize for some bashing you done. I know you don't think you did none, but you did. And when everybody can come to
on that part.
then I think there's a chance for it to move. I love you, Mo. I'm glad you came to see me. Looking back on it, I should have picked up the phone and called you more readily.
I appreciate it.
I probably should have done that. Just looking on it, that's probably what I should have did.
That's all I want.
But I didn't. So now I'm here
He
and
said,
moving
"But I
forward
didn't."
as your big brother. I just want to help you, Mo. I swear to God, I didn't come here to bash you. I love you. I wish you well. And let's heal this thing and move forward so the world can see how great we all are. Ladies and gentlemen,
That's real.
give it up. The one.
I mean, there you have it. There you have it, man. I mean, that's probably one of the realest interviews that I done seen, man. Again, that's how grown folk do it, man. It take a certain level of maturity to even have that discussion like that. You feel me? Now this right here, I saw this before, but I happen to come. Maybe it's popping back up in the searches just because of, you know what I'm saying, what's going on now with those two being current events. But check this out, though. I don't know if y'all remember this. It was an exchange he had with Michael Clark Duncan, you feel me, before he died. And so, check it out.
Hey guys, you got...
Get past that.
Here's out here in Hollywood. Hollywood will fuck y'all up. It'll get y'all twisted. Y'all know the
Listen
dude that
to
played in Green Mile? That big ass brother that was in Green Mile, Michael Clark Duncan. I got a radio show out in LA. He was my guest this morning. This son of a bitch is huge. His arms, 23 and a half inches. He on the show this morning.
Yeah, Mike was a big boy, man. Rest in peace.
You know, he about to star in this new movie, Planet of the Apes. They got this movie coming out, man. He wanted to star.
Planet of the Apes, the first
and
one.
so somebody called in on the radio show this morning and got mad at the brother because he playing a monkey in the movie. Talking about, I don't think black people ought to put themselves out there like that. We need more positive role models. You playing a motherfucking gorilla. You know, I felt embarrassed for the brother because I put this motherfucker on the phone, you know. So I looked at Michael, I said, say, man, sorry about that. So off the air, I said, say, Mike, how much they paying you?
You ready for it?
It's just between me and you, dog. About 10 million. $10 million. For $4 million, I'll be all the motherfucking monkey you can stand.
You heard him.
Black people will be so embarrassed by my motherfucking performance. You be sitting up there just going, look at this big here son of a bitch. You ain't got to act like that much of a motherfucking monkey.
Hey. Look, he made it sounds and everything. Look, he told you what it was back then. Hey, some folks can be bought.
Be picking shit off me looking at it. Be walking around that motherfucker. I be digging in my ass. Motherfucker, for 10 million, kiss my ass. Motherfucker, I am a monkey.
No. We gonna leave that alone. But look. Hey, go ahead, y'all, man. Check out the channel. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know, what other topics y'all want your boy to cover, man. But I'm about to get up out of here. King Vice, the Grind Ave podcast. Signing off. Yada.
Don't be mad, I was born to do this, bro. Y'all know what it is from the intro. Hot to the end, Vice starring in this show. I got that.